So I wanted to do a solo album. I always find doing solo albums are a great release for my creativity amongst all the other stuff that I do. And of course, the first thing is to find a block of time because things get very busy. I've got this group called Dream Theater that definitely keeps me active. And but I did see that after we got off the road and how the plan was set up, that there would be a chunk of time. So I was like, okay, this is it. I'm going to make it happen. And then, of course, that's a good first thought, but then you got to get it together. So started thinking about who I would want to be part of this and what it would be like. And my first thought was that, okay, I definitely need somebody to play the drums. And I had remembered meeting this guy over there on our Dream Sonic tour, which was Dream Theater, Devin Townsend, and Animals as Leaders. And not only did we hit it off as friends on that tour, but also Darby's an incredible drummer. And so a call was made to see if he wanted to be part of it, and so my drummer was well established. And the next thing that was a little bit more challenging was to find somebody who would be the vocalist, because I really wanted this album to be in a big way, have vocals on it instead of just, more just wild, crazy prog stuff, which there's plenty of that, but I also wanted songs. So, vocals are funny because they're so personal. There's a lot of people with different voices, good voices, whatever. But to find somebody who I could personally relate to, that I felt kind of could express the music and the musicality that I was trying to put out there, that was a bit of a challenge. So I happened to be talking to Roy from Prog Report, and he mentioned just kind of casually in conversation that he knew this guy, that Joe Payne in the UK, who had a beautiful voice. And do I know who he is? Have I ever spoken to him? I was like, no, but I'd like to. So I began to do a little bit of research, and I checked out some of the stuff he did years ago that I found a little bit hard to find, right, with the Enid and some of the solo stuff that Joe puts out. And I was like, wow, yeah, he's got a beautiful voice. I love it. And so we connected, and we had a Zoom call. And I think we ended the Zoom call by your saying to me, oh yeah, like maybe there'll be some keyboard tracks for my stuff that you could play on. Because I didn't mention my solo album at all. I was still thinking about it. And then, kind of hung up the phone, and in the next week or two, I was like, you know what? I'm going to ask him if he wants to sing on my solo album. And I did, and here we are. Yeah. So the core band, if you will, is the three of us, and that's kind of how it came together.